Welcome to Year 1, Polar Bears and Giant Pandas. Mrs. Ficacello is the teacher in Polar Bears, supported by Mrs. Bullen, and Mrs. Palmer is the teacher in Pandas, supported by Mrs. Barber. Mrs. Lewick supports across the two classes on Wednesdays and Thursdays. On a Thursday afternoon, Mrs. Bullen and Mrs. Lewick cover Polar Bears, and Mrs. Barber covers Panda Bears. Our lunchtime supervisors are Mrs. Bullen for Polar Bears and Mrs. Lewis for Panda Bears. Our timetable serves as a guideline for each day. Curriculum coverage is very important to ensure children receive a broad education. At Flitwick Lower School, we teach our learning through a creative curriculum, meaning where possible, all subject areas are included in our topic sessions. The focus at the start of this academic year will be on key skills for writing, reading and maths. This is an example of Polar Bears' timetable for the week. And the next slide shows you Panda Bears for the week. Our topics this year are Earthlets in the autumn term, Turrets and Tiaras in the spring term, and The Secret Garden in the summer term. Where possible, the children participate in a stunning start to introduce the topic and to create enthusiasm and excitement for their learning. We also try to include a marvellous middle, and then to end the topic we have a fabulous finish. Everyone reading in class sessions happen every day through a range of activities, encouraging the children to apply their skills to read. The activities are related to the children's developing phonics, tricky words, shared books, or writing activities. Children are heard once a week with an adult. This would usually be twice a week, but due to restrictions on groups, this is currently not feasible. Initially, the children read on a one-to-one basis before moving into small groups. Reading does not only happen at school, reading is all around us. Sharing stories is so important to a child's development. Therefore, where you can, please continue to share stories at home with your child. Reading record books will be given out over the next couple of weeks. There are communication between school and home and are a log of what the children have read at home. All of our topics have been chosen to engage and excite the children in their writing. Knowledge of the phrase tricky words and keywords are important and supports children's writing development. Please refer back to the phrase bookmarks you were given in Foundation. Children are encouraged to use spelling resources in the classroom such as tricky word walls, thrust charts and word maps, and to read their learning back to check it makes sense. Children are encouraged to think about their presentation in their learning, as well as the handwriting, referring back to the letter families that the letters belong to. The children will move on to precursive letter formation as we move through the year, which supports them to join as they move into Year 2. At Flitwick Lower School, we follow the White Rose maths scheme, which focuses on fluency and reasoning. Sessions are taught whole class and on a daily basis. Practical activities are incorporated to allow hands-on experiences, allowing the children to apply their mathematical knowledge. Here is an overview of the maths targets that the children will work towards throughout Year 1. Children participate in PE on a Tuesday. No jewellery should be worn or hard headbands. Long hair must be tied up. Earrings must be removed at home prior to the day, or tape will be given to the children to apply at school. Please name everything. We have lots of black jumpers and lots of PE kits, lots of clothes which look the same as yours. Like in Foundation, the children are expected to complete learning at home. Where they used to be on a weekly basis, in Year 1 they are now fortnightly and uploaded onto the Year 1 Learning at Home course page on the Learning at Home platform. There will be various sections for the children to complete and consolidate their learning from school. The return date for any learning at home challenges will be set on the learning at home sheet. Please do not send any learning at home into school as we are trying to reduce any risk of cross-contamination. The children are expected to have only fruit and vegetables for snacks time. The children are expected to bring in a water bottle unless there is a specific reason for anything other than known to the Year 1 team. We are currently only able to offer a school packed lunch as hot dinners are not yet possible. The school day for pandas starts at 8:40 and ends at 3:10, and for polar bears it starts at 9 and ends at 3:30. There are lots of ways for you to communicate with us at school. Please refer to our email addresses should you need to get in contact with us directly, and if it is urgent, please contact the school office. Please make sure the office or member of staff have your most recent contact details. We need these in case of an emergency. Thank you for your support as we move forward in these new ways of learning. We look forward to supporting your child with their learning and development in Year 1.